Okay, hi everybody. I'll get to the soap videos in a minute. Bold and Beautiful's just finished, so I'll get to it. Give me like 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So something borrowed. I just saw the whole film in entirety last night. Okay. So it was filmed in 2011. All star cast. Kate Hudson, Jennifer Goodwin, um, Colin Egglesfield, and Steve Howie How I'm sorry, HOWE. Um, okay, and let's see, who else is in it? There was somebody else as the best friend. Oh, John Krasinski. Okay, all right. So something borrowed based on the book by Emily Giffin. If you know Emily Giffin's work, it's like romance drama, like Nora Roberts or Danielle Steele, kind of, only more contemporary. Um, okay, so uh, and Kate Hudson plays Darcy, and Jennifer Goodwin plays Rachel, and Colin Egglesfield plays Dexter. He's named after his father. His father's Dexter, whatever their name is, senior, and he's junior. Okay. And a side note, he was in All My Children for 4 years as Josh. Okay. So I knew the face before I knew the name, but yeah. Okay. All right. So Darcy and Rachel know each other because they met in high school, I think, and they wanted to go to college together, but uh, Kate Hudson's character didn't get in, but she did. Rachel got in. Okay, so she's a lawyer. Okay, and so Dex and her met in law school, but they didn't know, like, they had a crush on each other, but they kind of hid it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't tell somebody that kind of thing. So they knew each other for 6 years, and they they were hanging out as friends before Darcy met Dex. Okay, and Darcy only met Dex because Rachel said it was okay for him to date her, and she should have said no. I won't. No, I like you like that, whatever. So what happens is, um, they're at a party, like at a bar. They start drinking, and the truth comes out. You know how they say they say in vino veritas, which means in wine truth, which means when you start drinking, sometimes the truth comes out. Oftentimes the truth comes out. Okay, so the truth comes out. She says, "Oh, I had a crush on you, but I always thought you knew that, right?" But he didn't, and so he's drinking a little too, but he's not drunk. She's more tipsy, whatever, than he is. Okay, so after she tells him that she has a crush on him, he actually they take a cab together, right? And he kisses her, and they kiss each other. And but she chalks it up to a drunken night, and we just kiss because we're both drunk. And then later on, this comes out later on, but he says I wasn't that drunk. Okay. So then, uh, so then of course Darcy has no idea. Okay. Kate Hudson only knows that her fiance, because they're engaged to be married, which the title comes from something bar. You know the old thing, something old, something new, something bar, or something blue. So something bar. Okay, so then uh, Darcy only knows that Dex hasn't called her, didn't come home last night, or anything. And they after they kissed, because they told the they told, okay, this is what happened. They kissed in the cab, and they told the cab driver to stop, and the cab driver's watching them like make out. So he's like, no, no, I think only one stop. So then he drops them off at her house, and then they have sex, make love, whatever you want. Okay. But then Dex never shows up home. So then Darcy gets worried because she can't find him, right? So then, whatever. That happened, but no one knows. So, instead of coming clean, Rachel says, we can't tell her, whatever. So then, her best friend says, no, you have to tell her, you know what I mean? And Dex, should make a choice. So then, okay. So then his father comes to town and whatever, and then he's gonna give them a house, but he wants him to marry Darcy, not Rachel. For some reason, I don't know why, but anyway. So then he's like, I know, this is later on in the movie, kind of. He says, I know you're doing something with that girl. You gotta get rid of the girl and just, whatever. But then this comes out way later, okay? But I'm just shortening it up a little, okay? But it comes out that Darcy had sex with Marcus, her friend or whatever, and which is Steve Howe. Those are the two people that I told you before. They starred in two movies. Those are the two movies they starred in. They starred in Bride Wars and this one together, and they paired off. I think what happened is they met each other, and they worked together in Bride Wars, and it worked out. So then they worked together again, that kind of a thing. Okay, so anyway, so then they have sex, and she's pregnant by him. Marcus. But Dex doesn't know because Dex is in Rachel's house and he hides, but he hears the whole conversation, and so she gets mad because then she finds out that he's hidden in her house, in Rachel's house, by his coat. But he's more upset because he's like, you're pregnant by another man. Okay, like, yours is a little bit worse than mine, kind of a thing. Okay, so then they end up canceling the wedding, which they had canceled the wedding before, and he said that he just couldn't marry her, and she asked him. Okay, this is the reason. Okay, this is the reason she got upset because she asked him if there was another woman or something, and he said no. And he tells Rachel that the reason he said no is because he didn't know if she still had feelings for him. Okay, so then it comes out that they were together, whatever. So then Darcy gets upset that they're together behind her back, kind of a thing. But then it all works out because Darcy says, Kate Hudson says to Ginnifer Goodwin, oh, I'm happier than I've ever been, kind of a thing. So it's kind of like they forgive each other, but it takes a couple of months. But I guess when you've been friends for years, you can forgive easier than other people. So that's my little thing about Something Borrowed. Hope you check it out. Like I said, it's total romantic comedy. So if you're into that thing, you're in. All right, bye guys. Soap stuff coming up in a minute.